Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great milestone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, Ahmad Bayan, coming to you with another video through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Now, this video I'm going in here with is about Jacob and Esau, right? Knowing the fact that Jacob is going to get his blessings coming down to the ending of Esau Edom blessing, right? And I'll just go through a few scriptures here just to show, right? Just to show that, and also, as we know also, because a lot of y'all right now know about this truth, for the new people who now coming into this truth, welcome, and I hope all you be edified and understand, because a lot of us been taught a lot of lies, right, through Christianity and them other nations with other idol gods and stuff, right? Because we only have one true power, and that is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that is and his only people is coming under Jacob, right? Which is the Hebrew Israelites, right? The 12 tribes of Israel. None of the other 18 nations, they are not they are not the Lord's people, right? So, let me get into it here. This is Genesis 25 and 21. And it reads, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, right? Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh, right? And this is just that she went to meet somebody who could a spiritual person who could see stuff and tell her certain things, and through them, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was working through them, and this is what he told her, right? This verse 23. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, right? And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger, right? So you're seeing that the elder shall serve the younger. Well, let me see who is that. We're getting more in that. Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, right? Came out red, right? Like a hairy garment, right? And that is goes into the so-called white man, right? the so-called white man, they actually are red skinned, right? And everyone else is not black. We different shades of brown, right? Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them, right? So you notice that Jacob, when they say Jacob came out, right, they then went into details of how Jacob looked, right? And that is because Jacob was he was normal like everybody else, because everybody in the earth that time was just a different shade of brown, right? Esau is the only person that came out red skin that they saw, right? Alright, I'm gonna just jump to verse 29. Yeah, I'm gonna jump to verse 29. Alright, I'm gonna just read 28 here. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his vision, but Rebekah loved Jacob, right? Now, verse 29 reads here, and Jacob spot pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage for I am faint. Right? Meaning he looking to pass out, he tired, he weary, That's how he feeling. Therefore was his name called Edom, right? We will go into that just now. Let's go down a little more. This is verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. So you know how it is when it is here and eat. When Jake can eat something for a while, you know you doesn't feel. 2 hours, 3 hours passing, you ain't eat no lunch or anything like that. You don't looking to pass out, you're hungry. You know how they say a hungry man is a hungry man? Yeah, that's how you was feeling, And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. He sold his birthright unto Jacob, right? So that's what he did. He sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright, So Esau gonna sell his birthright. Now all these things happening here is prophecy, It was already written. It was already written through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua already for all these things to happen. Right? Now, moving up, I'm going to just jump to Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no peace of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears, right? So he done weeping and, feeling that type of way already, because he did all that, he not regretting it. And all this is the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So let me just jump to this Genesis 27. 27 and 30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, right? Salakia, I think I jump a script here. Salakia. Now let's get a script here quick. Right. Salakia. This is well, you all could go through this and also read it out for yourself, but I don't want to make the video too long. I just want to, get the scriptures. Now, this is Genesis 27 and 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. He said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some vision. Right? Salakia venison. Venison. Right? Right? So this is just showing you that Isaac sent his eldest son Esau to go and hunt for him. Right? So you go down, you jump down to alright, so lucky I will start from verse 26. Right? This is Esau, this is Salaki, this is Jacob blessing coming up here. Right? So it's Genesis 27 and 26, and it reads, And his father Isaac said unto him, Come here now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field. Right? And that happened because when you go up high up, you will see that his mother Rebecca put on the clothing from the animal on Jacob, to make him feel hairy like the brother. Right? Right, so I reach 28. here, right? So see, I'll start from here. See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field, which Yahweh had blessed, right? Therefore, power gave thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine, right? This is Jacob blessing he get in here. Let people serve thee, and nation bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, right? And blessed be he that blessed thee, right? And that's Isaac blessing he get it, right? That is the blessing that Isaac gonna get coming up to the end of this rulership that Esau in right now. And I will show you, I will prove to you that Esau is ruling right now, right? So lucky for the little kind of reading and thing right now. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, right? And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his sons Venetians, that thy soul may be blessed be me, Salakia, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that had taken venison, and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and ye shall be blessed. Right? So that is, he done already bless Jacob, right? So the first time was Jacob tell Esau to sell him his birthright. He gone and he sell his birthright. It's the second time now that Esau went out hunting, and he come back and he ain't get the first blessing, right? Now all these things happening to Esau is not of is a reason all these things happening to him, because the Lord put it that way, right? And I'll go show you why it is the Lord put it that way. I'm gonna just read down here quick. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and had taken away thy blessing, And he said, It's and he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? Right? With a question mark, for he had supplanted me these 2 times. Right? He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not received a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, right? And with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Right? You get the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Right? So you get the fatness of the earth. And by thy sword, right, shalt thou live and shall serve thy brother. So you hear that? And by the sword, and by thy sword shalt thou live and shall serve thy brother. Who's his brother? Jacob. Right? And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Right? And it come down here, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? And this is what going on up to this day, because this whole thing is spiritual. This is what going on till this day. Is a whole war between Esau and Jacob, right? Because you have to remember, in the womb, in the mother Rebecca womb, they was battling all the time, right? And then the Lord also told her that how, she have 2 different nations in her womb, right? So they are not, although they are brothers, they are not on the same path, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai choosing only one, right? So I'll get a scripture there now to prove that. Alright, let me get that scripture. Come back to that one. Alright, this is Romans 9. I read from 10. And it reads, And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of power according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that call it. Right? The Yahweh Hashem Yahushai call that shut. Right? It was said unto her, that the elder shall serve the younger. I remember we read that back in Genesis, right? That was Genesis 25, right? And this verse 13. As it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with power? Power forbid, right? So this is the main reason why it is you see and all these things happening to Esau, right? Because it, as it say up here in verse 13, as it is written, right? It is written. It is written before they was even born, right? It is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So all the blessing was to always come to Jacob, right? And all that turned right into Israel, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, and that is our blessing that we getting, right? Through our forefather Jacob, right? All this blessing we're going to get in the new kingdom. Right now, this world that we're living in, everybody in mourning, right? Everybody in mourning, because when the righteous rule, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people mourn. And right now, everybody is mourning right now. Everybody don't like how they living. Everybody looking for betterment, but you can't find it, right? No matter what you do, you can't find betterment on this earth again, because Esau Edom messed this whole world up, right? What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with power? Power forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Right? Now, let me just go back here to this Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. He said here again, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. Right? So let me check this out here. Let me check this out here. Now we jump back here to Genesis again. Genesis 36 and 1. Now these are the generation of Esau, who is Edom. Right? So you all could go in and read it through all yourself and whatnot. Now let's speed up this lesson. I'm going to jump to 8. Verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, right? Let me look at Mount Seir, because thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Let me look and see where Mount Seir is, how it look like. I got a nice picture right here. Alright, Edom, right? You see in Edom here? Watch this. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. What you see right at the bottom here? Edom, right? These are places that they dwelt in, right? You notice how it's sheep. You understand? How the pillars and them are. See, you get some better pictures. Right? Watch this. Somehow you must don't see these kind of things already. But you know, this is for edification purposes. Right? So you notice the bottom part here. Not bring it up here. From here to the top of the screen, that triangle looking piece, and then you see the pillars. Realize that look. You realize that look familiar. I'm gonna show you something here now. You look up the top banks. Alright. See any pillars? Seeing something look familiar? Seeing how the pillars shape? You know, UK banking system, Bank in England. And look for some more. So it look familiar. I'll make this shit up, you know. Esau was ruling back then, and these are the same things that they're doing now in these times, right? Right, so all I get the point, you understand. New York Bank, yeah. And these are big banks, banking family, right? So you're seeing this for yourself, right? So when you go back to Mount Seir, right? When you go back to Mount Seir, Edom, right? You're seeing the pillars, you're seeing how everything is, right? Same exact thing. And these times was since 400 BC. These things was up here. And what we in now, we in 2022. And you see what's going on, right? I'm going to go into our scripture here quick, right? Just to reveal something to all you. Right, we're coming back to Malachi 1 and 2, right? And I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye see wherein hast thou loved us. Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Right? And mountains and all these things that he's talking about is all these places here. Right? This is place that he used to dwell in before. This was Esau Edom kingdom. Right? You gotta remember these Esau and them was like cavemen, because they was cunning hunters, you know. And if you watch the so-called white man, till this day, they like to go on certain hunting and they like these kind of things, you know. They like those kind of sports where you run out in the field and you shoot the animal and them kind of thing. They like them sports, you know. You don't see Jake doing them things. You don't see Jake climbing mountain and looking to jump off the cliff with a parachute and all that nonsense. You don't see Jake doing that. Only Esau does and them other Edomites do them things, you know. You know, Basham Yahushai put us with that different spirit in us, you know, for us not to go off and do certain things, right? So all these is Edom. All this is Edom. You see how they used to look. This is the castle. As I said, it was like cavemen. And you saw Edom so know that he's a caveman. Watch something here. There's so cool, man. You so know exactly who he is. Remember you say he came out like a red hairy comet? They always like to say, you know, they create fire. They created the wheel. You know? All that nonsense is come up with. He know exactly who he is. You know? He know exactly who he is and where he came from. And this is how they was back then. This is how they were back then. Walking on the knuckles, living in the mountains, you know. This is how they used to live. There was nothing like Israel. Nothing like Israel. Right? I go back to some scriptures here quick. I'm going to continue here. And I had hated Esau. I wonder why it is he going through a lot of these things and he get the blessing of the sword, which is rulership, right? And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, right? So he basically destroyed them in that way, put them out, right? And that happened in, as I say, in 400 BC, 445 BC, that happened, yeah. And it's only until the 1300s is when Esau Edom really got back his rulership. He started to get it back, you know, he started to get it back in played, right? That's the Roman Empire, you just call it, right? This is verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build those desolate places. So you hear what you say here. In verse 3 it says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, right? Edom said, so Edom, the same Edom, the same place that I'm talking about here, right? So like here, the same Mount Seir, right? The same Edom, I'm going to put it up, the same Edom they're talking about here is the same place that they made desolate, right? You see a lot of people come and visit here and think, no, they're not there anymore. And you realize it's the picture. You realize how everything's shaped and made. Here's a desolate place now, so they're not here anymore. It's still standing. You know, there's a old house, right? It's still standing, but as I show you in the other pictures, where they at now. So it say here, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return. You hear what you say? But we will return and build the desolate place. Right? Where the desolate places? Right now, where they build now? Remember this size? This same image you see in here? The pillars and the same structure, everything. Remember the top banks? The same structure of the top banks. You can't make this up, boy. The same structure, the same way it built, everything. Where you think they are now? They're all around the world. You know? They had the right flag, everything. And this flag and everything where they are right now this is the modern day Egypt, the modern day Babylon. You know, so-called AKA America, which is going to burn from nuclear fire. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They destroy that place. Yeah. So you see the same structure, everything. So where you think these Edomites and them is now? Huh? Where you think they are now? They're all around. These are the places they are. They are where there's be lurking. Right? I'm gonna go back here. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Right? Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Right? That's the border of wickedness. Do we not see these places doing a lot of evil and pushing a lot of wrong things around the earth? Are these rainbow people running around up and down, pushing certain laws out there that the Lord never pass and say, well, you know, these are things that we're supposed to follow. You understand? They're going against everything that the Lord said to do. Right? They are the border of wickedness. And the people against whom Yahweh had in destination forever. Right? I'm going to read over that part there. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai coming back to throw down. He coming to get rid of them. Right? He get rid of them once already. They came back. And this time they came back. This is the last rulership on the earth right now. They are the last people in power. After them in power, that is the end of them. Right? That will be the end of them. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh had indignation forever. Right? So, as I say, let me get this other scripture there. As I say, the Lord coming to destroy this place, right? He coming to destroy Esau Edom, because as I say in the reading, in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, you see here, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Right? So as you know, Esau is the younger, Esau is the older one, and Jacob is the younger. And they did see Esau is going to serve the younger, right? Which is Jacob, which is us Hebrew Israelites. We are going to get that salvation, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming to save us, and not the whole of Israel he's coming to save. He's coming to save just the elect, as the 144,000. Lord willing, we be part of that number, right? And also the 1/3 he's coming to save, right? But we all will have to go through that fire, right? Jacob trouble, all of us will have to go through that, right? But the 2/3 of y'all Israelites, all you're going to burn with Esau and them, right? Because you all and them, all you don't want to hearken unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai voice. All you don't want to listen to the prophets, because we keep speaking this truth and keep trying to expose this man, Esau Edom, for all you to understand that this is the enemy. And you all have to come out of this world, this way of living, right? All you have to come out of this world and this way of living. If all you don't do that, well, bad luck. You don't know what's going to happen to all you. Let me get next scripture here quick. This is Revelations 12. 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right? So you see in devil here. Let me see what the devil is, Let me see what the devil is.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos.
Alright. Let's see here. Prone to slander, right? And what Esau is slanderous. Esau slanderous, accusing. He like to accuse. Okay, remember, again, in these places, they rule in the whole entire world. The whole earth they have in mourning, right? They lie, they tell lies, they show, they do everything opposite to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, They go against the laws, statutes and commandments, They are the wicked, right? They are the wicked. Right? What does it do? These false accusers. You understand? They are false accusers. Let's read here. Metapa applied to a man applied to a man who, by posing the cause of God, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him, right? So this explains, this describes Esau Edom street. You understand? This describes Esau Edom street. Let me get a next precept. Let me get a next one here quick. There's Romans 9 and 16, and it reads, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of power that showeth mercy. Right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to show mercy upon the elect, right? He's going to pull us out of these bad times and whatnot, these times to come. Lord willing, we will be part of that elect. Lord willing, we will be out of here, and we don't have long here again. A lot of y'all thinking, believing that we have about 10 years, 20 something years again. Some of you believe all you're going to reach 80 something years old. Some of you believe that all you're going to see all your grandchildren grow. No, that ain't gonna happen. And I ain't sorry to say that ain't gonna happen. Right now, I glad that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming back to bring back order in this place, He's going to send back his son Yahushua and his angels, and they're going to come back and restore proper. They're going to come back here and restore back everything the way how it originally supposed to be. How you all women supposed to be in all your right mind. The men will have proper rulership. Men will be men. They ain't gonna have nothing about rainbow people walking around playing the ass and all them kind of shit. Have nothing like that will be taking place again. Right? Let's read this part here. This is Psalms 147 and 20. He had not dealt so with any nation, as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Right? So us Israelites, we have to understand that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua only dealt with us. We are his people, right? We are his people. We are not, it's not Esau, Edom and the rest of the heathen nations. They are not the Lord's people, right? They are created for vengeance. They are created to serve us, right? Right now we in poverty, and right now we mourning. Right now we going through a lot of hell. But that is going to come to an end soon. And soon is like, you could say next year into 2024. Soon. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming back. You understand? So, I'll end it here. I'd like to hope this lesson was edifying. Right? So, like here for kind of jumping here and there and, stuttering plenty, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, his work had to come out there, his word had to go out there, right? So I like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakach HaKadosh, I will honor the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. A bad bubble unto Esau Edom and America, aka Babylon, and you two-thirds, that's the day for you. All you don't want to happen until Yahweh Hashem Yahushai word, you'll be all your ass now. Anyway, Shalom.
I wanna see the white man hang from a tree, eyes bulging red while he stare at me. Swing, I wanna see his children work for me. I ain't paying them they gon' work for free. I wanna beat the white man just for fun, and set my dogs on him and watch him run. Run. I wanna see the white man beg to be free, and beg for some of that money he making me. Oh,
tables turn, watch and learn.
Yeah,
Freedom come,
watch it burn.
would you hate, would you embrace?
If you
If you don't get what you gave,